RuPaul in that kind of the Drag Race opening credits where she's wearing that sort of car? No, she's not wearing a car. She's not wearing a car. Hello again and welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. And today we are going to be unboxing a new old doll. And the reason I say that is because I went into my local Smith store, which is a toy store, for those who don't know, a very big toy store. And I found a doll which I was very surprised to see. And ironically, it is an LOL OMG Surprise doll. And it was this girl. This is, let's put her over here. This is Groovy Babe. I was surprised to see her in store because she'd originally been released as part of OMG LOL Light series, which was from a few years back. And essentially, the idea was that there were 4 different dolls released. They came with like a black light source, which you could basically shine on the dolls and you would see things would glow and other things would show up which you wouldn't normally see under regular light. She's obviously been re-released, I'm presuming without the whole black light feature, because there's no mention of it at all on the box anywhere. If we have a quick look on the back, so she's been re-released along with these two. Now this one here, who is Racer, I think? Oh, sorry, Speedster. Speedster, who I always think they're kind of going for the whole RuPaul in that kind of the Drag Race opening credits where she's wearing that sort of overall, as if she's going sort of actual drag racing, you know, the kind of the car kind. I mean, I don't know. She has got that pose as well that Ru does with the whole arm up and stuff like that. Anyway, Speedster was also part of the range which had Groovy Babe in it as well. But this girl here, who is Cosmic Nova, was part of a whole other range. And it was a kind of, I think it was a winter range, and you basically got her and you got her sibling doll, which is, you know, the tiny little baby things. And obviously she's been re-released with these two. So I don't know why they've re-released these particular 3. If maybe they were popular, I don't know, or maybe they found some in the warehouse and thought, you know what, let's just re-release them. Possibly, who knows? There are obvious reasons why I wanted this doll. First of all, she's got that whole 60s vibe, which, as you all know, I'm a bit obsessed with. That was kind of why she was on my kind of wish list for ages, but it would have been the older version. The fact that she's wearing black scares me, to be honest. So I'm kind of glad I've got a newer version rather than the older version, because if she's been in a box for 4 years or whatever, she's probably stained to high heaven, who knows. So hopefully this one won't be so bad. Also, I do really like the whole monochrome look as well, the whole black and white, which again is kind of very, very kind of 60s looking. But yeah, so I was really pleased to see this girl in store and new, and I bought her straight away. So we're going to have a look and see what she looks like. So here we go. So this is OMG LOL Surprise doll, Groovy Babe. So this is the front of the box. This is actually the first doll that I'll be opening that is in this sort of new packaging. So obviously you can see the doll now. We have an image of her here. She looks really nice. She actually does look like her picture, which is great. On the side of the box we've got a little "Hey sis." This one's saying "Hey sis." I don't know who this is. I think it's something Beatnik. I actually really like them. But I probably missed the boat in trying to get this one, because as I say, this Groovy Babe is quite an old doll. This one is probably even older, and I don't really know how you even buy these, because I think they're all in sort of the blind ball thing. So yeah, there's probably no chance of me getting hold of that particular doll. But anyway, so that is the younger sibling of Groovy Babe. Obviously the same kind of colours and everything. The back here, the usual kind of stuff at the top. Obviously it's in lots of different languages. It says, OMG, we sisters strut fierce style and stand out from the crowd, 'cause we're here to surprise the world. So that's great. So these are the 3 dolls that have been kind of re-released, as I mentioned. Cosmic Nova, who's got this amazing green glittery hair, which I really actually quite like. Speedster, who, as I mentioned, is the one that reminds me of RuPaul. I don't know if you're going to agree or not. I'm just getting that vibe from her. And then Groovy Babe, who is obviously the one we're going to open. So, I don't know how easy or difficult it's going to be to actually get into this. I'm going to try to get it in from the bottom. I don't know if they come with anything, so that might be interesting. I'm going to open this up off camera, rather than watching you laughing at me, struggling, and then we'll take a better look at her. Okay, so here we go. So she was surprisingly easy to get out. I basically cut the bottom and I could pull out the doll and the packaging. One side had all these kind of bits here, which were very easy to remove. The other side, I basically just had to sort of cut her out of like the elastic bands and things like that. And she had 3 of the big tags in the back of her head. Again, I kind of just had to sort of try and cut at the back of her. I could have removed the whole of the plastic thing, but to be honest, I thought it'd be too much trouble, and it was okay. It was fine. Yeah, she had 3 of the big tags in the back of her head, which was very annoying. But you kind of expect that now, I suppose. So, obviously the doll is here. She's fully dressed, so it's not as if she's got any kind of bits and bobs with her. Apart from this, which we're going to unbox now or unwrap now. So I think originally she came with glasses and her ears are pierced, but I don't know if she has earrings or not. I guess we're going to find... Oh yeah, here we go. Right, so yeah, we've got the glasses here. So that's those. And then we've got the earrings here, which are those kind of swirly things. If I swirl this and you stare at it, I can kind of hypnotise you, maybe. Maybe not. So anyway, so we'll pop these in. I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to which ear they go in. Presumably, as you can get them into her ear, you can actually remove them again, because they don't seem to have, you know, the ones on Barbie where they have the kind of thing that's keeping them in the ear. These ones don't have that, so presumably you can kind of swap them around maybe with other dolls if you would like to. Okay, so that goes in okay. So that's her look there. And then if we put the glasses on as well, we can see what she looks like with that. Yeah, see, I like glasses that cover my eyes, not that just kind of... They don't ever cover her eyeballs, which isn't great. They don't really think these things through, do they? Anyway, let's take those off for now, and we can have a proper look at her. So she comes with the usual stuff. So she's got a black stand with 2 waist clips. There we go. Obviously that is the bit that clips in there, or the other way, or whatever. I think it's that way. And she has a white comb as well, which has got the LOL Surprise OMG sort of thing printed on the back, sort of raised up. So, let's move this stuff out the way here. So I don't know if you would have got any sort of extra bits with her when she was in the previous release. Maybe you didn't. Maybe literally like all these bits of clothing and the shoes or whatever were sort of separate pieces that you then unboxed, you know, kind of unpackaged and kind of put on her. She does have the kind of the standard fringe that you would literally cut your hand on if you were trying to sort of run your hand through it. It's just, yeah, it's just kind of a stiff piece of gel thing. I would kind of like it not to be like that, but I don't really know. I might try and have a go. I don't know. If anyone's done this, please let me know in the comments down below if you've actually washed the hair and got all the gel out the fringe or bangs, how it actually looks. Because I would like it not to be in there. It's just, you feel like they may as well just draw it on at this point. If it's going to be this hard, there's kind of a lump here as well, which I'm presuming is just kind of hair really, unless she's got like a horn growing out of her head, I'm not sure. So the hair, apart from this, is actually very soft and very nice. She appears to have quite good rooting as well, which is great. They haven't actually painted. I don't think they've painted her scalp. You know how they paint the scalp the same colour as the hair? Actually, maybe it is lighter there. But actually maybe they have painted it a bit, but it's not like completely white underneath. But that's fine because you can't really see the scalp anyway. And obviously she's got these kind of black bits. I kind of thought she had more black in it. Maybe she didn't. Maybe it's just the fact that they're on the sides. You can kind of see them more anyway. So yeah, as I say, the hair is actually quite nice and soft. It's very kind of white and shiny. It is very shiny hair, which would be great if you could see it, wouldn't it? It is very shiny hair. She's got a really pretty face, and I do like her makeup. I'm surprised they didn't stay with the whole sort of monochrome look. They have given her pink lips, and she does have kind of turquoise and blue eyeshadow, and her eyes are purple. I'm going to bring her up to the camera so you can see her properly. There you go. So yeah, she does have quite colourful makeup on, considering the rest of her sort of look. But that's fine. It might have been interesting if they'd given her a white lipstick, because I know that was kind of a thing in the 60s. And whether or not they could have maybe given her white eye makeup as well. But maybe that would have been going a bit too far. Looking at her hands, she doesn't have any nail polish. They haven't given her a manicure. I can't remember if they do give the manicures, these ones. The hands are probably too small to actually paint the nails anyway. She does have long nails. She has got the long nails, and obviously they are the kind of rubbery hands which they have. So obviously she's got these really funky earrings. She's also got this sort of like coat or jacket, which I'm going to remove so we can see what's underneath it. So the jacket is kind of in keeping with the rest of her look in that it is black and white. And if we have a quick look at it here, so it has a collar on it. And it does have kind of faux buttons, as in these sort of silver studs down the front. We've got this kind of black and white swirly pattern, which makes it the main body of the jacket. And then we've got sort of black cuffs and a black bit kind of on the kind of skirted section of it. Got those on either side. It is a really nice jacket, to be honest. I do like it, and it's not a long sleeved one. It's kind of like a 3/4 length sleeve there. So that is the jacket. We've then got her in, this is meant to be a dress, I'm presuming, or kind of a tunic. I always find with these dolls that the clothes don't really fit them the way that they're sort of meant to. So they've got like these sort of hole sections in the side, which don't seem to be the same on both sides, which is kind of odd. But then maybe it's because of these tights. Which I don't know if they're tights or meant to be leggings or something. Maybe they're too high up and then it's kind of interfering with how the dress is meant to look. But yeah, so we've obviously got another sort of black and white look with the dress as well. It's obviously very short, which is a good job. She's got these kind of tights on. That is short sleeved. It also has kind of like a kind of a rolled sort of polo neck thing going on, or turtleneck. So it does that with Velcro on the back. Let's do that. Yeah, so there's nothing underneath it. Yeah, it's just these kind of like weird bits at the side. I kind of wish they hadn't bothered trying to give it the sort of the whole thing on the side of it, because it doesn't really, let's put it back, it doesn't really seem to work. It either seems to go too far up, so we're almost seeing a bit too much of her, or, you know, it's just not sitting right on her. And maybe it should have been a bit longer, and the tight should have been a bit less kind of on the waist and a bit lower, so we could have then seen more of an effect. But if you pull this down too much, you then just end up seeing on one side kind of the top of the tights, which is kind of weird, I guess. So then we've got the tights, which I do like, despite the fact they kind of interfere a bit. They're quite sort of smooth. They've got polka dots on them, so they're black with white dots. Then as we go down, we've got boots. I'm presuming that these are tights and not leggings. Yeah, so they go all the way down to the feet. And then we've got these cute little boots. They do really go for these kind of high heels, the LOL Surprise dolls, don't they? That is a big heel. A big chunky heel. Let's put them back on. I do like the boots. They are cute. Will I maybe get back on? Yeah, there we go. So I did just want to check just to see if there is any staining on her, because we know what black clothes do. It feels a bit wrong pulling her tights down, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's see if I can actually get a grip on them. Okay, I did just check. It was actually quite tricky trying to get the tights down. I think because they have such a tiny waist, and then the waist really flares out for their kind of their thighs and their backside, that there's not a lot of give. So they are very fitted. I'm probably not going to change her out of this outfit anyway, because I do really like it. I couldn't see any stainage. I don't know if I mentioned that bit. I couldn't see any stainage on her legs. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether or not she has articulation at the knee, because I've tried it and I don't want to break her, obviously. So I don't know if earlier on, if the dolls didn't have articulation and they're basically stuck with that, because this is obviously a re-release of an earlier doll. But yeah, I don't really want to break her knees. So if you got this doll, please let me know in the comments down below whether or not she can bend at the knee. Because I seemed to think that maybe the whole knee bending thing didn't happen until later on with these dolls. But yeah, so I am happy with her. I would like to sort the fringe out, because that's annoying me. I am really pleased to have her as part of my collection, because I did... when I saw the doll originally, I did want her, but obviously, you know, she was an older doll even at that stage. So to kind of see her in the shop and sort of new, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to get her. But yeah, so I love the whole look of her. I love the clothes. I don't mind the glasses. They aren't my favourites. I just think it's weird that they basically don't cover the eyes, but they are a great sort of addition to the look, I suppose. So yeah, they do kind of work. So what are your thoughts on Groovy Babe? Do you have her? Did you have her original version? Let me know if you did, because I'd be interested to know how good the whole black light gimmick was. I'm presuming that this being a re-release, if I shone a black light on her, it wouldn't have any effect. But yeah, I'm also kind of interested to know why they re-released her. I don't know if she was a very popular doll at the time, possibly. But yeah, so please let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone that would like to see this kind of content. And please have a lovely week. And I will see you again very soon for another video. So until then, please take care and I will see you very soon. Bye.